Hi, everybody. I'm Save Robbie. This is my channel, Save Robbie Rants. My main channel is Save Robbie, which I will link in the description if you want to follow me over there. But this channel, Save Robbie Rants, is more about my interest in entertainment, movies, stuff like that. And I've been trying to do commentary on movies, which I have been following you guys in, I guess, the Scream community, which is really interesting because I didn't think a lot of people would be interested and excited for the new Scream movies that have recently come out. Scream 2022, which was basically like a reboot, in my opinion, to like revamp the Scream franchise. And I'm a huge fan because it's not super gory, it's not super scary. I'm more into the mystery of it, more of, the who done it kind of stuff. And I wanted to commentary and give my opinion on the Scream opening scenes, and I wanted to rank all five of them from Scream 1 to Scream 5, Scream 2022. And it might be a little bit controversial, a little bit. So gather around. No, no chance, no, no dance, no chance, no dance, no chance. Don't give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! Okay, so I've seen a couple of people do these, and I'm like, I don't know about that. As much as and I'm going to rank these, of course, from 5 being the worst, which I don't think anyone was really terrible. And then, of course, 1 being the best opening scene of the Scream movies. So, as far as the 5th being the worst opening scene, I am actually going to go with Scream 5. Scream 2022, great movie. I actually enjoy all of the Scream movies. The reason I put this as number 5 being the worst opening scene, so to speak, is because when you watch a Scream movie, I know they wanted to throw you like a curveball and they wanted to shock you in the opening scene of Scream 5. And we expected a kill, and this is a spoiler alert. We didn't get an opening kill, which I didn't mind. I actually liked that curveball. What was disappointing about this is if you watch the teaser, the trailer to Scream 2022, you've basically seen the opening scene. You've seen the entire opening scene of Scream 5 if you've seen the trailer. Everything that happened in the opening scene, you see happen in the trailer, and there was nothing shocking about it except, when you watch the trailer, you actually think, okay, she's the new Drew Barrymore. She's going to die. And then they shock you by not killing her. But actually, if you watch this movie, you don't know that she didn't die. And I think what was kind of disappointing about Scream 4 and Scream 5 is, well, and actually Scream 3, you didn't see the death, which I guess there's like, I don't like gore, but there was like an artistic part about Scream 1 and Scream 2 where you kind of see everything play out and then you see the person dead. And in some sick, twisted, demented way, you get like that satisfaction of an opening scene. I understand they try to hold back or maybe not give you that full, gory thing for whatever political reasons are going on in the world. But this is the worst to me because there was no shock. I think the actress was great. I think the banter back and forth with the phone call was cool, but there was no chase scene. There was nothing super exciting that you didn't see in the trailer. So unfortunately, I know maybe if you're a Scream fan, you would have expected um, me to put this up there in a higher rank, but it's not. And plus, you don't know me, I guess, so you really don't care. But yeah, that's, in my opinion, the worst. So let's move on to number 4. The fourth is Scream 3. And I like the idea of this opening scene. I just don't, again, it's lacking kind of that. I felt very rushed through it. You don't really care. I mean, obviously, you care about Cotton Weary, but his girlfriend, you don't really. Obviously, you think she's gonna die. She's a blonde in a horror movie, an opening scene. You know she's gonna die. I think it was cool the way that they had her and Cotton kind of fighting back and forth because obviously he played games with her. He played, the stab games with her. So she thought maybe it was him messing with her and then truly trying to kill her. But there wasn't really a lot of interest or buildup in any of the kill scenes in Scream 3. However, I am a huge fan of Scream 3 because it's very Scooby Doo-ish and the mystery was fun. And the killer reveal in the movie, which I won't give you a spoiler of that, was kind of interesting. I'm kind of over and sick of the whole people being pissed off at Sydney theme of all these movies. So I'm really hoping that Scream 6 or whatever they call it, Scream 2023 is different. And I really hope they throw us a curveball, which, we're always expecting, just like we did in the opening scene of the first Scream. Nobody expected Drew Barrymore to die. She was kind of labeled as the lead actress, and it was really shocking. And I think they tried to recreate that with all of the sequels. I don't want to say they failed, but the opening scene of a Scream movie is supposed to be really exciting and shocking and scary. And I wasn't scared of Scream 3, and I definitely was not scared of Scream 5 because you saw everything that happened in the trailer. You expected it to happen. We need to see something in Scream 6 that's really going to scare the living hell out of us and also shock us at the same time. So I hope they do that. So Scream 3 just didn't have it. Sorry. So moving on to the third best opening scene of the Scream movies is Scream 4. Now, I have seen this said in the Scream community, so to speak, that the first when the movie first opens up with the two girls on the top, I think they should have made that expanded and made that the entire opening scene. But I do appreciate that it was really interesting that they messed with your mind. I really respect that and like that because that's what you want out of an opening scene of a Scream movie. And it was different. This is like the most, I really felt like they, messed with people's minds. I don't appreciate how rushed each of these three scenes that were intertwined in the opening scene were, but they were all three of these were unique in their own way. They were just rushed. I do like how they tricked you with the first opening scene. Then they tricked you again with Kristen Bell. Again, spoiler, Kristen Bell stabbing Anna Paquin, telling her to shut the fuck up and watch the movie. And then you move into these two girls on the bottom, which really you knew what was going to happen at that point. You didn't really care at that point. That was the real movie at that point. You knew what was going to happen. Again, I really wish they would have kept the deleted scenes in the movie of where, you see the girl hanging from the fan, you see the outcome of what happened. It wasn't scary, but it was definitely trippy. So I will give them kudos for the creativity of like playing with your mind. But okay. It's going to get a little bit controversial right here. And I don't apologize. Number 2, best opening scene. Obviously, it's going to be between Scream 1 and Scream 2. The first Scream is coming in second for me. Great setup, great outline for all of the sequels to live up to a really good opening scene. This was amazing. It was fantastic. Drew Barrymore was awesome. You didn't expect her to die. Great chase sequence. It was awesome. And every Scream opening scene really tries to live up to this opening. And all of you Scream fanatics are probably like, dude, this guy's an idiot. But it's just my opinion, because I'll get into why I think Scream 2 is obviously, in my opinion, the best opening scene. But this was great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. So I guess I just want to move on to the next one, because there's really not much to say. Obviously, everybody knows Drew Barrymore gave a great performance. This was amazing. But Scream 2, in my opinion, has the best opening scene. This was the first sequel to the movies. I got really excited when I saw the advertisement for it, and I was like, whoa, there's a second one. And you had no idea what was going to happen. And I remember seeing Jada Pinkett in the movie theater in the trailer, and I was like, what? And then, you're watching her watch Casey Becker on the screen, and you're wondering how it's going to play out. And then it does play out. And you're like, wow, this could like actually happen in a movie theater like this. And I just think it's so creative. And there was such a buildup to this opening. And it was, even though there's not a chase sequence, it was very well put together, and it was shocking. And you really didn't know, because this was the first sequel. So you didn't know if these people were going to die, or if they were just watching the movie and something scary was going to happen. You didn't know. So it was very shocking to see somebody get killed in front of so many people. And it was shocking. So what I'm hoping for in the sixth one is that maybe they play around with, a lot of people have played with the idea of like a haunted house opening, to where there's like a haunted house, like around Halloween, where it's like you pay to get into the haunted house and it turns sour, or something unique. But I truly feel like this was really unique, and it's my favorite opening scene. It's really, I love how they're making fun of the stab movies, and she's not really into it. And it was the best for me. Even though I definitely love Scream 1, it was a toss up. But obviously, I didn't want to put Scream 1 first, even though it's amazing and iconic. But I truly feel like this Scream 2 was extremely iconic. So I'm really excited for Scream 6. I've been in everyone's chats. I really like Killjoy Jake, like I said, and there's plenty other people that I really enjoy watching that have conversations about the Scream movies. Then I do geek out, and I am a nerd when it comes to that. So I'm very excited for conversations. Obviously, leave your comments, leave your opinions. If you want to follow me on my main channel where I talk about my life and lots of stuff in the drama crama community, you can do that, but you might want to dip out of that. Feel me? Anyways, I hope you're not too mad at me for putting Scream 2 first, but that's my opinion. And I look forward to more conversations as Scream 6 approaches next year. Have a good night.
No, no chance. No, no dance. No chance. No dance. No chance. Give me second chances.